Welcome back, guys. This is a continuation of the last video I posted. Please do well to follow up the process. Thank you. This is the pattern Soulmate. I've pasted it on my fabric. Because of the pattern alteration we did here, we won't be able to cut unfold. So that's why I'm laying the material open on this fabric so that I can cut it separately. I'll just pin it down. Next, I'll add the same allowances. So for the side, I'm going to add 1.5 inch on both sides. 1.5 inch as my side allowance for the side. And on this areas, I'm going to have half inch for joining. I hope you understand what I'm doing. I'm sorry if you are not able to see the clear mark of this fabric chalk I'm using. And on the down part, I'll also add half an inch just to join it to the down. On this side too, I'm adding 1.5 inches. So next thing, I'll cut it out. Okay, so I'll cut the lining out like this. Okay, so mates, here is the back pattern. So I've added half an inch allowance, and for the side I added 1.5. For the hem I added 0.5 inches. I'm going to go ahead now and cut it out. I hope you can see my my fabric chalk lines to indicate how the allowances has been properly added. Okay. Don't forget to notch. I'm going to notch this zip area here. So for this back piece, I'm going to notch two places, the zipper part and the notch part, so I'll go ahead now and cut my lining. Mates, I've cut out the lining material for this, and I went ahead to iron it out with a hair stay. I did it for the fabric, for the main fabric and the lining, and the back one as well. I've ironed them neatly with my hair stay to hold the fabric in place. Remember from our illustration, I said the down part of this gown we're going to attach ruffle frills at the down part. So I cut out some layers of the two nets. I ironed it out so that they can lay very well. I cut out some layers. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do now is to cut the 180 degrees flay with our main fabric. And to do that, I'm going to fold this fabric into two. Then I'll do some calculation. To calculate our 180 degrees flay, I'll divide our waist circumference by 3.14. So 24 divided by 3.14 will give us 7.64. So I'm going to approximate it to 8. All right, so the length of this gown, the total length of this gown is 33. If I minus 12 from 33, 33 minus 12, I'll have 21 inches left. 21 inches left. So the next thing I'll do is to add up the radius I get from the waist, dividing by 314. I'll have to add that 8 to 21. So 21 plus 8 will give me 29. So the total length of the gown I'm going to fold now will be 29. Because of the size of this table, maybe I have to cut this off camera, but let me explain to you, soulmates. The total length I'm going to measure on this axis will be 29, and on this other area, on this other side, 29. Then I'll mark out my 8 inches, that is the radius. I'll measure 8 inches and then I'll mark it out like so and cut out. The next, I'll measure the remaining 29 inches, and in a circular motion I'll mark it out and then I'll cut. I'll quickly cut this now and I'll show you. Okay, soulmates, I'm sorry I have to cut this flare off camera because my table was not actually taking the full spread, but I'm going to explain what I've done already. Okay, so first off, I said we are cutting 180 degrees flare, and we are going to pleat it. Okay, so what I did was to, okay, so this cutout here is what my radius 13 gave me. I hope you understand. So what I'm going to do now is to pleat like this. Maybe when I'm showing it, you will be able to understand. This is what I mean. Okay, this is what I want to get at the end of the day, a pleat like this. So I think I'll explain more at the sewing machine as we continue to sew.